Chapter 1. Arrival in Chicago. In the bustling city of Chicago during the 1893 World's Fair, thousands of visitors arrived, seeking opportunity, adventure, or simply a place to stay. Among them was Clara Williams, a young woman in search of work and a fresh start. As she stepped off the train, she noticed a sign that caught her eye. Holmes Hotel, a comfortable and unmatched stay. Drawn to the grand yet strangely eerie building, Clara entered and was greeted by a tall, charming man behind the counter. His deep-set eyes and well-groomed mustache gave him an air of intelligence and trustworthiness. "Welcome, miss. Looking for a room?" he asked with a polite smile. She nodded, unaware that she had just met H. Holmes, one of history's most infamous serial killers. Chapter 2. The Room of No Escape. Clara received her key and ascended the dimly lit staircase to her room. The corridors were unusually narrow, and the wallpaper seemed oddly fresh, as if recently replaced. When she entered her room, an unsettling feeling crept over her. The furniture was elegant, but something about the silence felt unnatural. That night, as she lay in bed, she heard faint sounds from behind the walls. Whispers, or perhaps footsteps. She turned to the door and tested the handle. It wouldn't budge. A sudden hiss filled the room. Her breath quickened. A strange smell, sharp and suffocating, filled her lungs. She staggered toward the door, banging on it desperately. Her vision blurred, and the world around her darkened. Chapter 3. The House of Horrors. Holmes's hotel was no ordinary inn. It was a labyrinth of secret passageways, hidden doors, and rooms designed for death. Moving walls led victims into airless chambers. Trap doors dropped them into the basement, where horrific experiments awaited. In one corner of the basement, a vat of acid bubbled ominously. In another, surgical tools lay in neat rows beside remains stripped of flesh. Holmes operated with a chilling efficiency, watching his victims through hidden peepholes. He took pleasure in their terror, documenting their final moments as if they were mere experiments. Chapter 4. Discovery and Capture. For months, women checked in and never checked out. It wasn't until one of Holmes's former associates, fearing for his own life, tipped off the police. Authorities raided the hotel, but navigating the nightmarish structure was a challenge. They found hidden rooms, torture devices, and evidence of grisly deaths. When they finally captured Holmes, he remained eerily calm, even as he was sentenced. He confessed to 27 murders, though many believed the actual count was far higher. Chapter 5. The Execution. Holmes met his fate at the gallows, his last words chillingly composed. "I was born with the devil in me," he admitted, still smirking. The noose tightened, and his body went limp. The case was closed, or so it seemed. Chapter 6. The Haunting Legacy. Years later, strange occurrences were reported near the site of the old hotel. Some swore they saw a tall figure in a dark coat lurking in the fog. Others claimed to hear whispers echoing in empty halls. A century later, in a new hotel built over the ruins, a traveler checked in. The receptionist greeted him with an eerily familiar smile. "Welcome," he said in a smooth voice.